Welcome to Neuro-Mind, a joyful, inclusive podcast that celebrates what happens when curiosity meets passion. Each episode invites a neurodivergent or neurotypical guest to deep dive into their special interest. Whether it's snooker, Lego, the Tudors, creative writing, or in today's case, the imaginative problem-solving world of computer game design. Inspired by Mastermind, but without any of the pressure, spotlights, or performance anxiety. Neuro-Mind is all about pride, passion, and the incredible things our minds can do when we're truly interested. I'm your host, Mark, and today I'm joined by Idene, who's here to tell us everything we ever wanted to know about computer game design. How are you doing today, Idene?
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
You're very welcome. Before we start building worlds and coding adventures, we like to begin with a little warm-up. If someone followed you around for a day, what would surprise them most?
Probably how much time I spend in front of a computer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you spend a lot of hours in front of the screen. Yeah, too many hours?
No, I think it's just the right amount. But it's like enough to get what I need to do done, but to a person who doesn't do that, it's probably a lot.
Yeah, probably have to not have too much screen time before bedtime though, because it stops you sleeping, doesn't it?
True. That is true.
Now it's time for the focus round. Idene, please can you do us the honour of pressing the red Neuro-Mind sound effect button? Here are your questions. What first got you interested in designing computer games? And do you remember the moment it really clicked for you?
I guess it was like back in the early 90s.
Okay, I remember the 90s.
You remember them days, right? And we had like things like as Spectrums and Commodore 64s and VIC-20s and things like that. And back in them days, you could get like demos for games, but the demos you had to write out because it was just code. And
yes, I remember.
Yeah, you would get like a demo for a game and you would sit there typing it and you would get it all wrong somewhere along the lines and it would never work. But then you would have to go through character by character, like trying to decipher the code. Back then, it was kind of like it was kind of difficult to get into it because it was kind of this dark art that was like in the, people made the games happen, but it was like, how do you do that?
You used to get demos on Computer Game Magazines
didn't
you? And it just let you play one level or something, wouldn't it?
Just have a little sample of the game. So I kind of got into it via then, through that, and then later on in life, I was lucky enough to get a job at a game studio doing their IT, I was from there kind of exposed to all the technology that's used to develop games. So I saw things like Unreal Engine being used, and I saw how like that integrated with 3ds Max and how to make 3D models. And then I saw the coding side of things and blueprint scripting and how people did all that. And I was like, actually, I can do this. In fact, anyone can do it.
I suppose it's actually quite daunting for a lot of people. It's quite hard to do. Well, it looks like it's hard to do, but actually you've discovered that there was a way into it.
There was a way into it.
Yeah,
it's a slow and steady process. It's not like something you can just... you can't just download a game engine and then just instantly make a game.
Yeah, there's a lot of learning involved.
Ton. Absolute ton.
When you think about game design, what excites you most? Is it like the stories, the characters, or the visuals and the coding? Or
So for me, it's always gameplay mechanics, because ultimately you're playing a game.
Yeah.
The art and the narrative and things like that, the story behind the games, they can change. The gameplay mechanics don't kind of enforce that as such.
It reminds me of making television or podcasts, actually. You have a really strong format, and then all of the variety and story can come after that. And you can put it into the format.
Yes, exactly, because you've got your mechanic, right? The format is in TV, the mechanic of the TV
how
show,
it all
right?
works.
How it works.
The sections, the parts of it.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you start learning? Was it through videos, courses, experimenting, or was it when you first got that job?
So when I first got the job, I wasn't like kind of paying attention to how the games were made. It was only like later on that I kind of like downloaded Unreal Engine. I kind of just wanted to see what people were doing so that I could support them better. Like to help them better understand what they're doing. And I was quite curious about it and like interested. But then I actually started making things work. And so the first thing I did, I made a game, like a prototype. I'm not saying it's a game, it's just like a little project.
Demo.
I like a little demo project thing, you know. It was called Station Accelerator, and it was a VR demo. So for me, the first thing I ever made was a VR game.
Wow, that sounds complicated.
It was very complicated. I kind of dived into the deep end completely with weights on my feet and everything. But once I got like a couple of basic things working, so one of the things that I got working was a door that automatically opened and closed as you approached it.
Yeah.
So it was like an airlock. It was a sci-fi game. And when that happened, that was when it was like, whoa.
The lights came on, sort of.
That was like amazing.
Okay, what skills have you had to learn along the way? I suppose, obviously, the coding, and you mentioned building the storylines and stuff like that. And
I had to learn everything. So, well, I don't actually code. I use what's known blueprint scripting, and it's like a visual kind of code. So it's a lot of it's just like putting blocks together and then connecting them with lines.
Right, so it's like blocks of code, is it?
Blocks of code,
yeah. So it's already created and you just build it like building blocks.
Kind of, you've got to do a little bit of maths, which I'm not particularly great at, but you soldier on. And then I learned level design, gameplay design, which is two completely different aspects. And then there was how to get the art in.
Okay.
So that's actually its own entire department. The art department and the game design department are like two completely separate areas. So I learned how to do the art, and then I already knew how to do like audio stuff from my background in music and education. Was all done in music, so thankfully I had that one covered straight off the bat. And then what else was that? The narrative side of things, writing the stories. Not so much writing the stories, but like creating the world to put the stories in. And there was a lot to learn, and it's still ongoing. I'm still learning.
It is like creating a completely another world, isn't it, when you're doing game design?
It is.
Do you prefer designing your own ideas from scratch or building from existing game styles or genres?
So I like, sometimes it's better to do it where you take an existing genre and you take an existing proven mechanic. So for example, like first-person shooter games, they are proven mechanics that work. There's hundreds of games in that genre. To take that proven mechanic and then reinterpret it into something that becomes an original design, but it's still within that genre. So like the latest game that I'm working on, Project SGULL, not Skull, SGULL. It's basically a game about a seagull.
I think I've seen this one.
So basically this game about a seagull, the mechanic's based on Flappy Bird.
Right.
And I wanted to make a game that I could just make without having to rely on a team of people and external input. So I made that and I built it around the control scheme of Flappy Bird. So you tap the screen, the bird goes up. You don't tap the screen, the bird comes down.
So the game player controls the bird, the seagull, and the seagull has to attack
people.
And it's set in Newcastle.
It's set in Newcastle, Okay. So you're flying along the quayside, just pinching people's chips and harassing people on the as they're just minding their own business, going about the day.
I think I've met this seagull.
I literally did last week.
What's been the most challenging part of learning to design games, and how did you overcome it?
Overcoming the massive onslaught of bugs that happen in the game. So
it's like glitches, things that go wrong,
things that go wrong, things that don't work.
It must be so frustrating if you spend hours on something and there's a little glitch.
I've just been trying to fix one for the Seagull game, and it's been ongoing since pretty much day one. And
so frustrating.
Bugs are frustrating. Partly because once you fix one, 3 more appear. And it's like this never-ending cycle. You do get to a point where the bugs do stop. But it's definitely one of the most challenging aspects of it, because this is the bugs are the point where you decide whether you're going to stick it out or quit, because perseverance is key to making games.
For someone who thinks game design sounds too complicated, how would you explain why it's a creative and rewarding and also worth trying themselves?
It's very, very creative. Like, you've got to be very creative to be able to do it. You've got to be also very technical to be able to do it well. So there's like a triangle of like technical ability and creative ability, and then that creates the reward system within it. And if you spend hours and hours and months on a game, at the end of it, if you've got it working the way that you want it to work, and it feels nice and it feels great to like explore the world or interact with the game, then you've succeeded. And I think that's the main reward for the for the game itself to be
Yeah.
able to like.
I bet that feels pretty good.
It does feel good. It does feel good. It's it'll make you want to quit and stop and just turn it
Yeah.
off. I mean, I've sat there for hours and then just turned it off. And
Yeah, sometimes you need to have a break though,
Yeah.
don't you? Yeah, give
Yeah.
yourself a break.
You've got to.
Now it's time for the deep dive.
Okay.
Idene, please press the yellow computer game themed sound effect button to get us started. Brings back memories.
It
that
does,
one.
doesn't it?
Super Mario. This is a chance to go beyond the questions and explore why game design means so much to you. Does creating digital worlds feel different from everyday life?
Nah. It's pretty much the same. You kind of walk
Is it?
around the world
Is
a
it
little
like, does it
bit.
feel like
I mean,
we're
you
in a
can-
computer simulation?
Pretty much.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
could be a computer game right now.
It could be. I mean, it's a very, very advanced computer game, but
Yeah,
I don't doubt that computer games will get to this stage at some point.
Yeah,
in the
where
future.
you can't distinguish between reality
Yeah.
and
But
non-reality.
there's like new AI technology going into games now where you can talk to the NPC characters and have conversations with them and they
Yeah,
remember
I've heard
who
about the one. What is it? It's the Matrix one, where people think that some of the characters in the game, like
Yeah.
just the sort of support act characters,
Yeah.
are actually based on real people that existed in the real world.
you are. Yeah, I actually tried that Matrix demo, and it was
Oh, yeah.
it was brilliant. You
Yeah.
can literally put your headset on, walk up to a character, and have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't scripted. It wasn't they weren't expecting keywords. They were literally listening to what you said and then responding. It was early days, so now I'm guessing the technology with it being a lot more advanced is going to make that even wilder in the future.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's exciting things to come.
Yeah.
What does it feel like when something you've coded or something you've designed, rather, finally works exactly the way you imagined it?
Great.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely great. Love it. It's like
That's the goal. That's where you're aiming for.
Absolutely every time you just want to see the game mechanic kind of, but you just want to see the time you've invested into something work when you press that
off.
play button and then you play and it's like actually this is the game and it's like whoa.
Yeah.
Because it comes from you start off with nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It really does come from nothing,
Yeah, it just
doesn't
comes
it?
out
It's
your
from
mind.
your imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, time for the Neuro quickfire round. Idene, please hit the purple computer game sound effect button to get us started. Yes.
Ready?
Sonic.
It is. All the classics, yeah.
Yeah. This is a lightning round of choices. However, if you can't decide, feel free to say skip. Ready? Pixel art or hyper-realistic graphics?
Hyper realistic.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you can't beat the hyper-realistic. But then there's something to be said for the old retro games, isn't there?
Honestly, I got all the love and respect for pixel art.
It reminds us of our youth as well, the pixel art games, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Definitely, because that's what they had on the spectrums and stuff in the
Yeah. Fantasy setting or sci-fi setting?
sci-fi.
Yeah, I love sci-fi.
Yeah.
Calmer puzzle game or fast-paced action?
I like fast-paced action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But games like Tetris.
Oh, brilliant. It's a masterpiece. It's an absolute literal masterpiece.
Idene, please press the pink computer game themed sound effect button to wrap things up.
Oh,
This brings back memories.
yeah. I still play
Many
this.
hours, many hours, yeah. Thank you so much, Idene. Today you've officially earned the title of Neuro-Mind Game Designer Architect. Before we finish, please spin our Wheel of Fortune to see what prize you're taking home.
This is exciting.
Lucky loot. Okay, so you have won this squidgy Sonic
Fantastic.
and these delicious Super Mario Galaxy movie sweets.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for being on Neuro-Mind. It's been brilliant stepping into digital worlds with you today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And to everyone listening, remember your special interest isn't weird, it's wonderful, and the world is brighter when we get to hear about it. Got a topic you could talk about for us? We'd love to have you on the show. Come and be a guest on Neuro-Mind, the podcast that celebrates everything you love, no matter how niche, nerdy, or neuro-wonderful. Tell us what lights up your mind. Comment below or message Neuroversal Studios, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Goodbye.